It is your typical type of wet day here in rural Ireland. You know, a little bit of rain, we're dodging in between the drops, as you say, and we're here in Belcarra in County Mayo, where Eircom have a 1 gig fibre to the home solution being unveiled today. And the main question you really want to know is why? Why on earth would you put a 1 gig fibre to the home solution in the, frankly speaking, middle of nowhere? So we're going to talk to Eircom, ask about that, and find out a little bit more about the whole overall project and technology behind it.
So we're in Belcarra today to launch Eircom's solution for the National Broadband Plan. So we believe, having looked at this and looked at all the different technologies, that fibre to the home is the best solution to bring high quality broadband to rural Ireland. So that's a direct fibre connection into your home, your business, or for that matter, your farm.
And suppose the location, like why did you choose here in particular?
So a couple of things. We really felt we needed a location that had a really active community. So, you know, a community that would engage with us, because, you know, we're going to come into town and try to do a trial, and there's a fantastic community spirit in Belcarra. You know, they encourage everybody to use the community centre, to get involved. They've recently just won a Pride of Place award, and that's about the whole community coming together and telling everybody why they're so proud and delighted to live in Belcarra. So we needed that level of engagement, and we knew we were going to get that in Belcarra. A couple of other things in terms of from a practical point of view. Belcarra represents many rural communities across Ireland, you know, in that ribbon development. So if you come out of the community centre here, there's a long strip of about 4 kilometres of road, of which there's houses all off it, and that's very typical. We've also got the local national school in Manola, and we have a mart in Bal. So we wanted an opportunity to see how the school would use technology, how the mart would use high-speed broadband, and also to test those kind of ribbon developments. So Belcarra ticked all the boxes from that point of view.
And so lastly, the technology itself, tell us a bit about that.
So the technology itself is based on, and what we really love about this is that it's future-proofed. I mean, the National Broadband Plan is a huge infrastructure project. We only want to do it once. We don't want to build another lane. So fibre to the home effectively means that you can get a gig directly into your house, your business or your farm. So that's future-proofed. I mean, the government have set themselves a target of 30 megs, but this future-proofs us. So anything you want to do with fibre in your home or your business, you'll be able to do with this technology. And the way we've done it is we have 1.6 million poles across the country. We've lots of duct. So we have basically strung lightweight fibre along our pole routes and using our ducts now to go straight into people's homes. And that means we can actually make the solution reasonably economic because we're leveraging infrastructure that's already out there.
Since I got the cameras in back in January of this year, just prior to the start of my calving season, which would be the busiest time of year for me and probably the most important time of year, as the value of calves now, you just cannot afford to be lackadaisy or not taking heed of them. So any good farmer that wants to keep an eye on his cattle needs to get up at night, and of course this is not very easy when you're doing it for a 6-week or 8-week period, if you're lucky enough to have it in that period. And you need to be getting up at least once a night, going to bed at 12 o'clock at night and getting up again at 7. But since I've got the fibre broadband and the camera system in, it means that I can check my animals from 11 o'clock at bedtime, and I never need to go near the shed. Again at 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whichever time you feel necessary, you can check on your cows with a small alarm, and this gives you the comfort that they're okay without ever leaving the comfort of your bed.
And just to explain how this works, like, so are you basically like you're lying in the bed, flip your phone out, is it?
Yes, of course. I'm asleep in my bed. I have set the alarm for 3 o'clock. You get your bleep, put out your hand, you needn't even open your eyes, it's that easy. Over your phone, touch one button like that, she comes on, swipe, and you're in. Look at it like that, you have it turned sideways, you get a bigger screen, touch it again, and you're finished.
And I just think, because you've obviously been in the farming business for quite a while, it must be a bit of a change from what you're used to having to do.
I've just said it earlier there that it has made such a difference that my calving season has passed, and I hardly knew that it even happened, because the stress and the tiredness and everything that goes with it, and the worry, that when you're at work and these things, that you have the benefit of the phone, you tap on it and you get a minute. And I've put my neighbour out of the job because he used to be the guy that I'd ring, he'd close his garage and come up and go and see the animals for me, and probably do it about twice a day for me. And the benefit of that is I can tap it at work, look at it, put away the phone and keep going with my work.
And you were saying as well on stage, you reckon now you can actually increase the amount of cattle you have because of this?
Yes, I was saying earlier that because it was so easy this year, there is no doubt that I will, if not double, I will go close enough to it for the following year, because it's the hardest time of year is to watch your animals, and if you had double the numbers and no cameras, I'd be up every day all the time, and it just wouldn't be possible. But now with this, all your cows don't calf at night, don't get me wrong, they calf during the day too, but you have to get up at night to watch them, so there's no problem. I'll definitely be increasing a lot more than what I have because of this.
So that's it here for Belcarra. For a much longer version explaining the overall project, we're going to have a feature coming up in Connected all about this. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, it's been great. Catch you again next time.